Hey, Natalie. I feel like some steak for dinner tonight. I haven't had it in a while. You think you can come pick some up? Maybe at that one supermarket. Or no. How about from that place around the corner?
Sorry, I already cooked dinner for tonight. I spent hours on it. Didn't you tell me this morning that you wanted to eat some lasagna? I went and bought all the ingredients earlier.
Well, I changed my mind. I really don't feel like lasagna anymore, but some steak would be awesome. You're my wife. You're supposed to do whatever it takes to make me happy. It's not like you have a lot to do at home all day, right? It wouldn't hurt to be a little more flexible, you know.
Come on! If you have any request for dinner, you need to let me know by noon at the latest. There's no way I have enough time now to do everything I need to. I've already gone to the store and bought all of the ingredients for lasagna. You can't just change your mind all of a sudden, especially after I've already started cooking.
Are you serious now? You're really complaining about this? Why do you have to make things so complicated? Whatever, I don't have time for this. Just make sure you go and get the steak for tonight. Are you listening to me?
I already said this, but I've already started cooking lasagna. I can't just stop making it at this point. Let's just eat the lasagna tonight, okay? It's one of your favorites. Then I'll make sure to order out for steak tomorrow night, okay?
Can't you just eat the lasagna by yourself? It's not like the both of us need to eat what you made. The steak will be for me. I really don't feel like lasagna. I want steak tonight. I don't think I'll be able to stomach your lasagna, you know? I'm just not in the mood for that.
Why would you say something like that? I've spent hours making this for you and you act like it's no big deal. It's not every day that I make lasagna, so let's just eat that tonight, okay? You're the one that asked me to cook it just this morning. Don't you remember our conversation?
I already told you that I changed my mind. What don't you understand about that? Don't you change your mind about things too? Just make sure you order some steak for tonight. It better be there by the time I get home.
Fine, whatever you say. I'll just throw away all this food I made. George, I'm here at the store to pick up the steak you wanted. It looks like they're sold out for pretty much everything. There are a few things on the shelf, but not the cut that you like. What do you want me to do?
Are you joking? Maybe if you would have gone earlier, we still could have eaten dinner tonight.
How am I the one to blame here? I was already cooking lasagna and you call me at 6 to change the whole plan. You know how early some of these stores sell out. What were you expecting? Nobody's going to have anything on the shelf right now.
You need to figure something out. Stop calling me to figure out your problems. How do you think we're putting dinner on the table every day? I do my job every day and you need to do yours now. Why can't you figure out how to do something as simple as getting dinner ready?
Are you serious right now? How are you going to put this on me? You always try to pull this type of nonsense. You always do this. You try to control the situation and when it doesn't go as planned, you blame other people. Do you realize how much work it is to actually stay at home and make sure everything is just right so you don't get mad at me? I'm just trying to do my best.
You expect me to feel sorry for you? Aw, you think you have it hard, lounging around at home all day while I'm at the office. You wouldn't have a place to live if it weren't for me and my job.
What is with you today? Why would you say such a thing? It's all the time, too. Whenever something isn't going your way, you always take it out on me. Always blaming me and trying to put me down. We all have our limits. On what we can do and how patient we can be, you know?
Are you talking back to me right now? You're my wife and you will do what I say. Without me, you are nothing. You know that. If it weren't for all of my hard work, you'd be miserable now. Do you think you can actually get by without me? Without everything I provide for you? You better get your priorities straight.
Why would you say that? Why do you always try to intimidate me like this? Even when I tell you that I want to get out of the apartment to work, you always say no. You're the one that wants me to stay at home and take care of everything.
Well, if you don't take care of the apartment, who exactly do you expect will? That is your job. I work to make money, you work to take care of me and our home. If you have all that time on your hands, Maybe you should work a little harder at taking care of everything.
You know that we don't even have enough money every month to pay for all of our expenses, right? I do whatever I can to manage our money and make sure we have enough to go around. We are barely squeaking by, you know?
What are you trying to say? That you're not happy with what I'm giving you every month?
No. It's that you spend so much money on stupid little things. You splurge when we can't afford it. How often do you go out golfing? Go out drinking with your friends? Every week! Then you do all the shopping online. Maybe you can cut back on some of this. You really don't need to be golfing every week like you do. We aren't able to save any money because of your spending. We barely have $100 in our savings account now.
Isn't that your role to figure that out? Why do you expect me to do more than I already do? You need to manage things more on your own. Blaming everything on other people? You're crazy to think that I'm at fault for any of this. You better take back what you said. You should know your place.
All I'm saying is that I need your help to keep things going. Is that so difficult? I'm okay with getting a job to help with our money situation too, but you don't want me to do that, do you?
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear this again. Everything you're saying is just to make me even more upset. Why do you do this every time? Don't expect me to come home tonight. I'm going to stay out with some friends now. You drive me crazy.
What? What are you talking about? Why would you do that?
Hey, what are you doing?
Nothing. What's up?
Not much. I was just talking to my mother on the phone. She's saying that she wants to take an overnight trip somewhere. I need you to find a place we can go to this weekend. It's just for a night.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
We're gonna take a mini vacation. We'll be leaving tomorrow and staying somewhere for the night. You need to find a nice place we can stay for the night, okay? You know my mom. Everything needs to be perfect. And she's picky about the beds too, so you need to make sure they have the brand that she likes. We can't stay at one of those cheap motels or anything. It's gotta be quality stuff.
Wait a minute. We can't afford anything like this now. You know that. And why are you telling me this at 10 p.m. the night before? All schools are out on vacation now. All of the hotels will be booked. It's impossible to get weekend reservations the night before. What are you thinking?
You won't know until you try, will you? Why argue with me and waste time? Don't just tell me what you think will happen. Figure it out.
You are so selfish. Are you thinking about me and my situation here? What about what I want to do? I've been checking a bunch of travel sites and hotels. There's nothing I can find that your mom is going to like. Everything that is left over is pretty crappy. All the nice places are all booked up. There are some that have openings early next month, but nothing available tomorrow. I don't know what to do. There aren't many places left to check.
You better try harder. You need to put some effort into this.
I've searched everywhere already. There really aren't that many places in this area that have any vacancies, especially for a party of 3. The places that have vacancies are smaller hotels that I know your mother wouldn't approve of.
What the hell do you mean, party of 3? Who do you think is going?
What? Isn't it you, your mother, and me?
How are you going to invite yourself on this vacation? Who said anything about you going? Since when do you consider yourself a member of my mom's family?
What? When you get married to someone, aren't you now part of their family?
Don't confuse yourself. When I say family vacation, I am specifically talking about my mom and me. It's just mother and son, no one else. You're just a person we're associated with, not family. Why are you trying to force yourself into a family that you don't belong to? Jesus, you must be crazy.
Okay. I never thought about it like that. Well then, I hope you two have a wonderful time together. I'll be staying at home, like I should, right?
You're in charge of picking up and dropping us off. You need to go pick Mom up tomorrow morning. Make sure you're early, you know how she is. And drop her off at the hotel. Then on Sunday, you need to come and pick her up.
What do you think I am, your chauffeur? You must be confusing me with somebody else. How the heck are you going to mandate I do this? You're not even considering what I have going on at all, are you?
What? It's not like you'll be busy anyways. You can make time for this. And my mom does so much for us. So much for you. It's the least you can do for her. Don't you think you owe at least that?
I don't owe her anything. She should help out only if she wants to, not so I end up owing her. I don't mind helping her out either, but you need to make sure you ask if I am able to do so. Not just tell me what to do. I have so many things I need to take care of too. I'm not just sitting around twirling my thumbs.
You think that as a housekeeper, your responsibilities are so important that you can't be flexible? You're wasting my time. Figure it out.
Housekeeper? What the heck are you saying? Is that what you think of me? That I'm nothing but your slave? I married you because I love you, and I thought you loved me too. Not to become anybody's housekeeper. You need to figure out your priorities. You better think twice if you think I'm going to help out now.
What? You're going to turn your back on me now, are you? How do you think you can get away with this? Don't get all upset just because we're not bringing you along on our vacation.
I couldn't care less about your little vacation. I'm mad because you're treating me as if I'm your slave. It's not right. How do you not understand how much this hurts me? Can't you think of my feelings?
How do you expect me to always think about how you're feeling? I don't have time for any of that. You know how busy I am with everything. You need to shut up and do what I say, not sit there and complain about everything. You need to learn to appreciate everything I give you.
I'm not some rag doll that you can throw around. I'm done. I'm going to bed. Have fun figuring out your plans with your mother.
What about our vacation? Hey, we're back from our trip. We'll be back home in a little bit. Do you have dinner ready for us?
I went and got some steak for tonight. I know how you and your mother both love it. I'm heading home right now.
Steak! Right on, that sounds great. I'm inviting Mom to stay the night at our place tonight. Perfect timing for steak. We're both starving.
Excuse me? Wasn't your mother going back to her place after your vacation? Wasn't that the plan?
It was originally, but things changed. She's so tired and wants to rest before going back home. So, she'll be staying with us for the night. We're heading back to our place now. Man, I still can't believe you got a steak. It's not like you to really plan for others like this.
You have to let me know sooner if your mother is going to stay the night. I only got enough steak for 2. There isn't enough for all 3 of us. The store was close to being sold out. I doubt I'll be able to get any more even if I head back to the store.
Can't she just have yours? That'll work out just fine. Mom loves the steak from that store too. Mom is our guest, so you're going to have to give up yours, okay?
Why me? How are you able to be so selfish? Why don't you ever think about me and what I want? Why do you treat me like a piece of trash? Who do you think I am?
Oh, come on. You're my wife, of course. And a wife does what her husband tells her. Like a housekeeper. Even Mom says the same thing. That you're just my wife and you're expected to work hard and do whatever I say. So when I say you give up your steak to Mom, that's what you do. It's much more fair to have Mom eat the steak instead of you anyway. That's nothing you can question.
I wanted to make things better between us and got this steak as a special present. For you. Since you really wanted to eat it before you left on your trip.
What? I don't need you to feel sorry for me. I can take care of myself, thank you. We just walked into the apartment. How frickin' dirty is this place? What have you been doing for the last few days? Did you clean it all today?
I did. I did all of the laundry and took out the trash. And I vacuumed the entire downstairs. What are you complaining about?
I don't know. It just feels dirty or something. Like you didn't do anything around here. Mom was saying that the windowsills were super dirty too. She notices these small things that you always miss. You better get home and start cleaning. You know Mom has a hard time eating anything in a dirty room. I'm surprised you expect me to do the same too. How ridiculous.
Did you not hear me? I just told you that I spent hours cleaning. You bring your mother to our home unannounced, and on top of that, you complain and complain about everything.
You better watch your mouth. You don't talk to me like that. You understand? Who the hell do you think you are? If you can't even clean our home and can't make me happy, maybe you should just get out. I'll find someone who cares about me.
I see how it is. I can't put up with your crap anymore. Nobody deserves to be treated like this. I want a divorce.
Huh. You want a divorce? Perfect timing. Mom can be a witness to your craziness.
Great. I'll stop by City Hall and pick up the divorce forms to fill out. I'll see you at home later.
You better not go and change your mind. You started this and we'll follow through. Hey, it's already been a month since we split up. How have things been with you?
Things are pretty good, actually. How can I help you?
Mom's been worried about me since you decided to leave. She says that I haven't been eating right. She's been stopping by to cook me dinner and stuff. Mom's cooking is so good, I think I'm getting fat. It's a far cry from your cooking. I can't believe that I was able to eat your food. It's garbage compared to Mom's.
That's awesome. You sure know how to treat a girl. Have a great night.
Hey, wait a minute. Just because we're divorced doesn't mean that we can't still be friends. We can talk, right?
My brother wants to beat the crap out of you. He says you're a piece of crap. He wants me to bring you to him so he can smack you around, give you what you deserve. If he hears that we're talking, it's not going to be easy to explain why to him. So it'd be best for both of us if we didn't speak anymore.
I don't give a crap about your brother. Jesus, is your whole family like you? Just a bunch of weirdos with the same weird personalities. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, you know. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. I told my brother that messing with you isn't worth the trouble. Life is way better than to mess with someone like you.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe because you'll just be alone for the rest of your life since I left and you'll be the one that regrets losing our marriage.
Huh. How important do you think you are? You know how easy it is for me to find a new girl, right? I actually agree that separating was the best thing for the both of us.
That definitely makes the both of us. I'm glad we're in agreement. Oh, and since I left, have you been able to keep things clean? I bet it's harder than you were thinking.
Yep. Mom has been coming by every few days and cleaning up here and there. It's actually a lot cleaner now than it's ever been.
Sure it is. As long as you're able to handle everything. Oh, so the cleaners are going to be coming by soon. Make sure to write that down, okay?
What are you talking about, cleaners? Who told you to do that?
That's right, I forgot to tell you actually. You need to move your stuff out by the end of the month. You probably should be looking for a new place to live. The lease is almost up there.
What do you mean the lease is up?
Were you planning on me to continue paying for you to live there? You need to learn to take care of yourself now.
What? What gives you the right to do that? You could have just renewed the lease, couldn't you?
Nope. No way in hell. I've already done too much for you. Wait, hold on. You actually don't remember, do you? The lease was under my name, not yours. I don't even live there. Why would I renew the lease?
Why didn't you just change the name to mine? Can't you even think that far ahead? Why do you always just think of yourself? You better help me change the name to mine. Where are all of the documents that I'll need?
Seriously, is that the type of attitude you have when you're asking someone a favor? You think you'll be able to get married again if you have that kind of attitude with women?
That's the least of my worries now. I don't give a crap about getting remarried, really. I'm okay with how things are now. Get on with it and change the name on the lease to mine. Mom already told her landlord she's moving out. She's supposed to move in here with me any day now. If you think I'm going to be moving out, you're crazy. Mom needs a place to stay now.
You think you can tell people what to do without helping out or doing anything yourself? You know we are divorced and I moved out, right? I haven't paid the rent at all since I left. I wonder if the landlord is wondering when you'll start paying to stay there.
What? Why wouldn't you keep paying the rent? It's your responsibility. Isn't your name on the lease? You owe me!
Are you joking? It's not like you're paying me any alimony for the divorce. I don't owe you anything. Why don't you use your savings to pay for the place? Oh, wait, that's right. You never really had any of your own money because you spent it all. You should probably think of saving some money or finding someone that'll help you organize your life. And you better figure out how to pay for your rent.
Why didn't you tell me any of this earlier? How irresponsible of a person are you? Why is it all about you? I already spent all of my paycheck this month. I don't have any left over. You better pay for the rent. You know what'll happen if you don't listen to me, right?
What makes you think that I'm going to pay this for you? If you can't pay, maybe you should hurry up and get out. And what is it that you'll do if I don't pay?
What's wrong with you? You need to stop talking back to me before I get mad. This is now me and my mom's place now. You have zero right to tell us what to do.
Well, sorry to remind you about this, but the lease is really in my name. That means that technically and legally, you're living in my apartment. I even let you live there for a month without you having to pay anything. Maybe you should have a little bit of appreciation. I'm not paying to keep you and your mother there another day. You better come up with the rent somehow. If not, the landlord might just kick you out. Wouldn't that be funny?
In your dreams. I'll just have my mother call up the landlord right now and work something out.
Well, you aren't going to like this, but I was playing a trick on you. The owner of the building is me. I actually own it.
What?
You've obviously forgotten about this, but my parents owned all the land in the area for decades. They built this complex a few years back and kept a room for me to use. They graciously let us live there when we got married. I never discussed this in detail with you, but you should have known how much my parents were helping us. That's also why the lease is still in my name, because I actually own it. I'm so glad we never updated the property title.
But wait, we never discussed who owned this place. Ever. You've got to be making this all up.
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Whether you believe me or not, it doesn't change a thing. All I know is that both you and your precious mother need to get out. You never take out your trash, and when you do, it's thrown all over the place. Both of you are loud and obnoxious late at night. All of the neighbors have been complaining about you. How embarrassing do you think it is to have your ex be the topic of negative discussion around there? It's better that the both of you move out. All of the neighbors will be much happier. It's already been over a month since our divorce, and we've gotten so many complaints about the two of you. It's ridiculous.
What's that got to do with you? You need to mind your own business. I'm broke right now. I can't move into another place now. You've got to understand, I can't afford to move. You know that.
I see. How unfortunate. Well, whatever your excuse is, you still need to be out by next month.
Shut up. You can say what you want, but I'm not going to leave just because you said so. I'll stay as long as I want. We'll see if you can kick me out.
Alrighty, we'll see what happens. I wish you luck.
What the hell? I came home with Mom and all of our stuff is missing. Everything is gone. What the hell is going on? I think someone broke in. We've got to call the cops.
Didn't we go over this already? You were supposed to get all of your stuff out already. You never paid rent, plus the lease was up. We had no choice but to move all of your stuff out. We sent an eviction notice to the sheriff's department and had permission to enter.
What happened to all of our stuff? Mom's stuff is all gone. No way you threw it all out.
Don't worry, of course we didn't throw it away. The movers just put it all into a storage unit. We'll be sending you an invoice for the work. You'll need to get it all out of storage within 3 days, or it'll be gone for good. You'll be completely locked out if you don't grab it by then.
What is this? Harassment? Why would you do this to someone?
We had another renter who thought they could stay without paying rent before, just like you. They figured we wouldn't have the right to throw out their stuff. But the sheriff helped out with them too. The law is really on your side if you're doing the right thing.
You need to stop doing this to me. What do you expect us to do? Mom and I had a bunch of stuff that was irreplaceable. You better give it all back. How could you be so cold?
Didn't you forget that we're divorced? I have zero responsibility for you or your garbage, nor do I care what happens to you. My parents also transferred ownership of this complex to me this past week, so I really am the owner. How do you think harassing me through text is going to stand up in court? Is that something an adult does?
Wait a minute.
This isn't your first time either. When you knew you weren't going to be able to pay rent, didn't you try to force me to pay or let you stay for free? You used some strong words. I'm sure you remember that, right? What you were doing was trying to intimidate me. You know that's a crime, right? And we have evidence of it right here. I guess you're considered a client, but still, using words to threaten someone is still against the law. My whole family have been telling me that I should report you to the police. I'm going to show them this entire text thread as evidence. They'll definitely tell me what my options are then. Hopefully you'll learn to treat people nice then.
Wait a minute. Don't do that, please. It's not that big a deal. Not enough to involve the police. You know that I was only joking. I would never threaten you.
You're right. You're the type of person who treats other people like garbage. It's plain to see that. I know that all too well from being with you. What a waste of my time.
Come on, baby. Your humor is a little frightening these days. Let me just stay here another month. Then I'll move out. I'll start looking for a new place now and you'll never have to hear from me again. You owe me that much.
No, I don't think we can make that work. And I don't owe you a damn thing. You and your mom have overstayed your welcome. You need to stay out. All of your neighbors wanted you gone anyways. It's a win-win situation for everyone.
I've had enough. I was trying to be patient and nice with you. And for everything I've done for you. Look how you return the favor. Who the hell do you think I am? You can't mess with me. You think I wanted to stay in this crappy complex anyways? I can destroy this place and destroy you with the flick of a finger. Don't you start tempting me.
It sounds like you're back to assaulting me again with these threats. Alrighty. Well, I'm off to the police station to report your threats.
No, wait a second. I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, very clever. I see that you're trying to delete some of your older messages. Good thing I already took some screenshots of the entire thing. And I have evidence of how terrible you have been treating me since we got married. I have screenshots of it all. Harassment, intimidation, threatening me, it's all recorded. I've been put through so much by you, and I don't forget easily. I'm going to file a civil suit and ask the judge to award me punitive damages.
What are you talking about? You know I don't have any savings. I won't pay you anything. My mother doesn't have any extra cash to help me out, so you'll be out of luck. Just forget about it all. Please.
Gosh, what a joke you are. You think you're going to be able to find a new place to rent? There's no way you'll be able to get another place with your credit, especially when they see that you have an eviction on your record. I wish you the best of luck trying to find happiness in your life. If you don't leave immediately, I'm going to call the police.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was wrong to treat you like that. I didn't even think that I was hurting you or anything. It didn't even cross my mind. I'll change my ways. I promise I will. Please just forgive me for everything. I'll make it up to you. I was just assigned as project manager for a new project we're starting at work. Once I finish that up, I'll be eligible for a promotion. It's a huge deal. I'll pay you once I finish, I promise. You know all I want to do is to take care of my mother. Don't kick us out and throw her on the streets. And, well, I'd also like to get remarried at some point.
Sounds like an ambitious plan. Maybe too ambitious. Whatever your plans are, they have nothing to do with me. I get that you want to take care of your mother, but do you remember how you two would always talk crap about me? And treat me like some second-class citizen? Who in their right mind is going to forgive and forget? How do you think treating a girl like that is okay? How will you get remarried? I feel bad for anyone who might fall for you. You're the worst person I've ever met.
I told you, I'm going to change my ways. I won't do to anyone what I've done to you. Did you really call the cops?
Yep, I just called them. They're on their way. They should be there any minute. The police station is pretty close to the building.
Come on! Please don't do this. I'm begging you. If my company hears about this, there's no way I'll be up for promotion. They can't hear about any rumors of my personal life or it's over.
Aren't you the one that caused all of this? You planted the seeds. Now you have to pay the consequences. I put up with you for too long. Every day there was something new. I tried to tell you, but you never cared to even listen. Instead of listening to my feelings, all you do is get mad and yell at me. Yell at me and threaten me. There's nothing else I could have done. I have no other choice but to involve the police and the law.
Come on, let's talk about this. I think we can work this out, I promise.
I have zero interest in figuring things out with you. Don't you understand that? I wanted to work things out while we were still married. I cared about you and wanted things to be good. But you never showed me you cared. You treated me like garbage and a piece of meat. You need something to help you realize how much of a terrible person you are. I can't help with that anymore.
But I love you so much. I really do. I just didn't know how to show you that I cared. I've never been good at expressing my feelings.
It's like you stopped maturing at 13. I don't know what else to say to you. All I know is that my feelings for you are long gone. I hope you take care. I gotta go now.
Come on, wait a second. Just give me one last chance.
The police arrived at the apartment and questioned George. Somehow, he talked his way out of being arrested, or charged for now. Maybe they were just busy with other things. They made him leave and gave him a warning. A bunch of neighbors came out to see what the commotion was and witnessed his bizarre behavior. A colleague of his was living next door, and soon his HR department were aware of his moral and legal failings. They questioned him about our relationship and his violent behavior and decided that he wasn't the man to lead the new project. He was forced to resign a few months later. Both him and my mother-in-law, of course, had to move out and were never welcomed back. They were eventually able to finally find a small, dilapidated apartment that they were able to afford. Both of them had nothing. They had lost their home, family, me, and their livelihood. I've bounced back quite well. My past is my past, and everything I went through has made me a stronger person. I am more confident than ever, and I know that happiness awaits me, as long as I keep doing the right thing. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content. See you next time.